So you know we've been on this lockdown for a while now. Anchor reached out to me and they said, look, Lou, we want to sponsor a video. We want to send you the ultimate lockdown care package. And it's going to be a complete mystery. And then this, look at what showed up. Lockdown care package open in case of emergency. This is like robust packaging here. This thing could survive more than a lockdown. Anchor innovations, and there's some keys that came with the package as well. It's heavy. I promise you, I do not know what's inside. It has these super serious clamp style locks on the front, and we lift the lid. Whoa! Thank you for staying home and doing your part to protect everyone else. Special packaging, it looks like, for each one. I'm just going to remove all the different items real quick. Oh, and that's the big one right there. Okay, look at this. It's Christmas. Why don't we do this big guy first? Just like you would do on Christmas morning. You would start with the big, or maybe you would end with the big one. I would start with the big one. This is so serious you could reuse it. You don't even feel right ripping it. My goodness. Okay, this is gonna be just a monster, massive, portable power bank. Now, I've seen some of these beasts in the past. This is the type of thing I've used in the past to power a wireless router even when the power goes out. It's nice to have it in an emergency if you need a phone charge, you gotta charge a flashlight, something like this. It's got a real rugged build to it. And then all the interesting stuff is over on this side. Hopefully that's gonna tell you your battery capacity remaining. Front of the device, a DC output, Type A USB ports, Type C USB port, and you can turn each of these banks on or off independently. Wall output, wall outlet output to charge up anything. Now this thing, how big is this? This is 57,600 milliamp hours, and the AC output is 100 watts. So yeah, you could charge up a laptop, no problem. Well, as they say, you could charge a MacBook Pro, which is a relatively large laptop, 5 times off this device. If the power goes out, or if this is more convenient to keep this nearby, well, just in case of an emergency, this is a serious battery backup. Some people keep these things in their cars as well. So what if I just turn on this section? Oh yeah. So we have the display lights up right here. It also tells us which bank is currently selected. So if I switch, let's see. Oh, I can have more than one on at a time. So you can kind of manage your power this way. Try to charge up my phone. Where is my phone? This is the OnePlus 8 Pro, and we'll see what happens. I crack into this and toss it into there, and we are charging. If we're talking about recharging phones with, what is it, 57,600 milliamp hours, you could recharge a phone a bunch of times off something like this. It could carry you through a serious blackout, obviously, if the only goal is to recharge the phone. But like I said, sometimes you got to get your Wi-Fi connection back up. So I like these things to hook them up to a router in an emergency scenario. Now, I'm noticing that this USB port here is not fast charging. Here's a C to C cable. So that port is charging rapidly. If you have a quick charge capable smartphone, you're going to want to use the Type C port and use a C to C cable. Of course, if you want warp charge with the device like this, you could always take the power brick that ships with the device, 30 watt, and just go into the 100 watt capable port on the far side here. Tons of power output. Oh, I see. So it's sort of the way that it sits on the table. Ultra clear conference speakerphone. So the sound looks like it's firing up from the table in a 360 manner. So 360 voice coverage with 5-meter range, 6 mics for superior voice pickup. So conference call, you have multiple people, you want to call the family with your family, boom, everybody's available. 24-hour talk time and USB-C connectivity and connection over Bluetooth, obviously. DSP reduces ambient noise, so there's some brains in there. And this thing can charge your devices. It also acts as a portable power bank. Got a little carrying case. Look at the business. Look at the business. Still getting done. Very portable, quite thin. So that is what it looks like. Sits on the table like this. And of course, that's what you want. You want something completely portable. Rubber foot on the bottom so it doesn't slide around the table. There are some buttons here, capacitive buttons in the center of the device. I like that. A big mute switch in the center. You know, you wanna, someone's yelling in the background or trying to get your attention, or you need to add a private words. You just bam, hit that button straight in the center. There's also some tactile traditional buttons here for power and Bluetooth connectivity, plus some indicator lights. And then on the back of the device, we have that USB output, USB input, and an auxiliary out. So you can charge your phone while you're using this because this has a large battery in it. Microphone number 1, microphone number 2, 4, 5, 6 mics. Yeah, of course they said it. Superior pickup. All right, let's see if it has any power.
Yo.
Yo, Will.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good. Just chilling at home.
Yeah, chilling at home. Well, that's what you're supposed to be doing, you know. That's what they say. That's the thing to do.
Yeah, I've heard, like, on the news and,
you heard about
media.
it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know what? You're live with the crowd right now. You know they miss you, man.
Oh, really? I missed the hijinks and the tomfoolery.
Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Some people, they criticize us. They say there's too much of it. You say there's just enough, right?
I think so.
It's just the right amount. It's like seasoning. It's like seasoning a steak, Will. You got to have the right amount of salt and pepper. You understand?
Yeah, that's true. I've been cooking a lot.
Oh, cooking. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What?
Trying to up my chef's game.
What type of dish? What are we talking about?
Actually, today I made some hoisin Vietnamese tacos.
Hang on a second. I was expecting something far more boring, and all of a sudden you come out with this?
That's the only thing I could do in quarantine.
All right, dude. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm glad to hear this thing works. I think the ideal scenario is multiple people on my end. That's what the 6 microphones are for. But yeah, you sound good. You say I sound good. And it's a very robust little thing. It'll also charge up your phone. It's great to hear from you, by the way. I'm sure the audience is going to put their thumbs all over this video just because they heard your silky voice.
Oh, yeah?
It's nice. I have the freedom. I'm not holding any device. I don't have to wear a headset. It sits on the table. You keep it in the kitchen. You keep it on your desk. That's the idea. Plus, it'll charge your phone. Nice little package. The whole thing is metal. You can't touch it, but it's cool to the touch. And it's wireless earbuds. Premium call quality via 4 mics with noise reduction, 7-hour playtime on a single charge. Charge for 10 minutes, listen for 2 hours. Qualcomm aptX, fully sweat-proof IPX5. 10 million plus people love this sound. 10 million? Did they sell that many units? Jeez, 10 million. You know, people are constantly asking me for some sort of reliable alternative to, say, AirPods, for example, because AirPods, you know, they cost a few dollars. The truth is there's a lot of players out there in the space that are not delivering quality, and you don't know what you're going to get. I'm talking about knockoffs in general. These are not that. This is an independent product. You can see they serve 10 million people from a reliable company. You could check the reviews on Amazon and so forth. You've heard of Anker, likely. And so here now you have an alternative, a viable alternative. These are the earbuds, and more accessories are underneath the tray here. USB Type-C cable to charge this guy up. Nice little short one with some cable management. That's thoughtful. Some interchangeable ear tips. That's a must. I'm a big fan. You gotta have the right fit for the right sound. If you haven't tried an interchangeable ear tip earphone, you haven't got the good seal, and your bass is suffering because that seal doesn't exist. A lot of people, in fact, will actually use 2 different sizes because their ears might not be the same size. You might have a medium and a large, and you get that perfect fit. You can only do that with interchangeable ear tips. First things first, with the case here, you can see we have 3 little LED indicators on the front. There's a Type-C connector on the bottom, a dedicated button. This pops open. They're illuminated, so you can see it's 2 bars of battery. Let's find out. They go like that and that. And it's a tiny little, that's a package you can live with, isn't it? Yes. It's a valid alternative, for sure. I'm telling you, I get this question so much. People saying, where's that alternative? You know, what are the price of these things? Talking about 80, 100 bucks. I'm saying you're looking for that fully wireless. You're looking for a brand that you can trust a little better than some of the stuff that's popped up. And trust me, I heard about that as well. Anker, I've been using their products for a really long time. You know, they started with the power banks, and of course now have diversified massively. This is an example of that. So look, there's 1,823 reviews on Amazon. So you can go check those too, but valid alternative. I like the fit. I'd leave the mediums. The medium tips actually are perfect for me. Last up for us in the care package, Charge your kids box office prices to get into the living room. You're gonna charge your kids tickets to get in the living room. I don't know what type of kids are out there, but mine definitely aren't paying me for anything. Android 8.1 runs streaming and media apps smoothly. HD, big picture sound, Capsule Max pocket projector. Well, you see how to use it right here. Take your entertainment to the max. They put on the side of the tent. It has 1 second autofocus. This is something in the old days. I've been playing with projectors for a while. In fact, I brought one of the earlier versions of this thing. UFC fight once upon a time at the pal's house on the side of the wall. So you're having a good time. It's like a sports bar environment, but it's all coming off here. One of the new features is autofocus, so you don't have to focus the thing manually. It just reads the distance of the wall and focuses the projector. It's just something you don't even have to think about. I was just sitting here thinking. Look, those people having a party. They got the table out. What is it? A little bit of wine. What a time. Oh, look at that romantic moment. Ooh, nice little slender remote. Some Android specific buttons, because again, it's the Android factor. You have a back button, you have your multitask, you have your home button. There's a directional pad, okay, a mouse clicker, so you're running real Android, and then of course plus minus. And this is the unit. It's interesting what they've done with the designs over the years. Now we have something this tiny, it's incredible, and it essentially looks like a Bluetooth speaker because, well, it kind of is. It's a speaker, it's a projector, all in one. It's even got a tripod mount on the bottom for different mounting options, a USB type A port. You can once again charge devices from here, DC input to charge it up. It's got an HDMI. What are you doing? You throw a game console on there if you want to. And then there's some more touch controls on the top of the unit. The directional pad once again, plus minus, and a back button. So if you don't have the remote nearby, or if you're sitting right beside the projector, you have everything you need right on the top of it. I mean, you could use it as a speaker as well, just to play music. You could play music with a visual at a party. So you got the music videos going. Look, it's options. All right, so I've got the device booted up now, and it's super simple. Everything operating from the remote control. I have it mounted up above here. I mean, you could put it anywhere. I think the typical scenario would be against a wall. So there's an app called Nebula Connect, which lets you use your smartphone to control the device as well if you want, and you don't need to use the remote. And there's other advantages, of course, with text input. Oh man, check it out. Straight out the gate, Amazon, YouTube, Netflix, more apps, file management for your own files, and then the HDMI port on your projector. It's portable. I mean, check it out. It's full out YouTube on your projector on any surface up to 100 inches.
The General Electric toaster oven that toasts.
It's tremendous. It's a portable TV. All these various apps available to you. You want to load up your own files, they got VLC over there. And like I said, this is very small. This is on the desk, obviously. This is not the optimal scenario. This isn't your backyard, but it should just give you an idea of what to expect with it. Up to 100 inches. Right here on the table, I have maybe a 20-inch image. And the device is only sitting like 1.5 feet away. So if you're wondering how much space you're gonna need to get a really large image, it's not much. If you can get even 4 or 5 feet away from the wall, you're gonna have a fairly large image. So there you have it. Lockdown box complete. Looking to improve your lockdown experience. It's the portable projector, the giant, enormous power bank to keep it all juiced up. Man, forget about the battery on this. Bring this into the backyard with you and then hook that up to that. Think about it for a second. Now you can run this baby. You could do a marathon, Netflix marathon, whatever you need to do. Got the display on it, power up all your stuff. Of course, there was also the ultra clear speakerphone, stay in touch with the loved ones and so forth. You had the earbuds, the wireless earbuds to stay entertained while you're doing chores around the house. You're sweeping up, you clean the closet, you got the podcast, you got the audiobook, and of course you got the sweet tune. So there's a deal happening right now. In fact, up to 30% off on these various items. There's a link in the description. Use that link. You'll be eligible for those deals if you're interested in any of these. Let me know in the comment section which of these gadgets is the one you would pick. If you could only pick one, which one would you go for? Would it be the projector, the enormous backup battery bank, the wireless earbuds, or the conference caller speakerphone?